Catawba Care presents HIV in South Carolina. For nearly 3 decades, HIV has been an epidemic in America. From 1985 to 2008, over 1,100,000 American citizens from all walks of life have been infected with HIV, which progressed to AIDS. Why, another 37,991 people were diagnosed with AIDS just 2 short years ago in 2008. Although great strides have been made in creating faster, more accurate testing, producing more effective and less toxic medications, and spreading the message of prevention, there are still 470,902 people living and dealing with AIDS daily. Of course, South Carolina has not been spared from this epidemic. Sadly, today the problem is actually getting worse, not better, as the rates of infection within our state are rising. Just a few years ago, South Carolina was 15th listed by infection rate. Today, South Carolina has moved into the top 10. We're number 9, and that's not good news, not at all. Let's take a look then at how things are going in the Palmetto State. From 1985 to 2008, 15,071 South Carolinians were diagnosed with AIDS. In 2008, there were 839 newly diagnosed HIV infections, of which 696 had already progressed to AIDS. Currently, there are 7,201 people living in South Carolina with AIDS. Let's take a moment to see just who those 7,201 people in South Carolina are. You might just be surprised. 73% are black African Americans. In South Carolina, the numbers for that population have been steadily rising over the last few years. 20% are identified as white. 5% come from the recently growing demographic of Hispanic or Latino. And rounding out the 100% of South Carolinians living with AIDS, a final 2% of the count are identified as other, meaning Indian or Asian, etc. In our Tri-County area, it's Catawba Care, serving the counties of York, Lancaster, and Chester, that helps tackle the many issues dealing with HIV prevention, education, medical care, and support services.